And a view of the fireplace. So the cat on the mantle is called Purring Cars and Pouring Rain, which is a lyric from a Nick Cave song. And again, another little Victorian carriage. Another rocking cat down on the bottom left, and then a couple of smaller wrap pieces up on either side. There was also a soundtrack which I decided not to play because it was a bit loud, but I have, it was like a music box, music of some influential bands from my youth, like the Smashing Pumpkins and Nirvana and that sort of thing, which I can send out a link for a Spotify playlist to that. This piece here is a coffin suspended from the ceiling, and then the raven flying over it. That's one work together. It's called Ostara and Damocles. Ostara is actually a porcelain doll that I made when I was 12 in a doll making course, and then I remodeled her for this piece. She's kind of in a crucifixion position, and it's speaking about the origins of Easter, like the pagan origins, Ostara, and then the Christian version, obviously. And so she's got ruby stigmata on her hands. She's got bunny ears to represent the kind of hallmark holiday, but also the pagan origins. And she has a crucifix around her neck. And then Damocles is kind of based on the sword of Damocles, which is the idea that you can't enjoy life. And so this piece is kind of speaking about that, apart from the fact that it's a cute little lion cub. He's got rubies set into his paws and a bow on his neck, and he's sitting on a little pink cushion. Next to him is a rocking fox. His name is the Folly of the Second Law of Thermodynamics. He's got a little saddle made from glow mesh, and his harness is gold with diamonds set into it, and then his reins are diamond beads. We have some blasphemous art here with a crucified parrot. And then this is actually my dressing table from when I was a teenager. It's got written on the mirror karma, penance, and prostitution, which is those for this show. So walking through now to the dining room. So we have Beatrix here, which is a piece that I just recently sent over to Dita Von Teese in LA, and yeah, it was featured on an architectural site, which was quite cool. He's a little bunny with a tuxedo jacket on, which was actually made for him by bespoke tailors, and it cost more and took longer than making a men's dinner jacket for a wedding. I think we had about 20 fittings all up. And I phoned about 4 different tailors to see if they would make it, and the ones that did it were the only ones that didn't hang up on me. So, I think they thought it was a prank call. Obviously quite like ravens. This piece here is an adolescent deer, which they call spikies, and he's got a carving set with rubies encrusted in it and a cloche handle on his back. Coming round, there's a fox rug under the table. His name I have forgotten. And then I've got the dining table here. So this is kind of, there's a taxidermy lamb with a ruby wound in her neck, and she's got pearl rosary all down her back. We have in the middle there, it's a silver dish full of finches with black diamond eyes. There's a little plate that has it's kind of a juxtaposition of the softness but also the hardness that is inside an animal like that. We've got lordosis, which is a rat in a dessert spoon with a pearl tail, and then cornflower, which is a little puppy with sparrow wings on a cornflower plate. This is one of my favourite works. This wasn't even a stillborn. I think this calf was actually taken out of a cow's stomach in a slaughterhouse, so it was in utero. It was very small, and its headpiece is made of diamond beads, and again, you can't really see, but he's covered in black diamonds and black sapphires on the black parts of his body. Sarah chandelier. Yeah, there's just a chandelier, favourite thing I've ever made. This piece is called Mother is My Monarch, and it was a dedication to my mum. It's a baby zebra, which has kind of, this work has been in the process for over 10 years. I first found out about him when the guy did taxidermy with in Tasmania said it was in the freezer there and it had been there for over 30 years. And so I started harassing the museum to sell it to me, which they didn't want to do. And after about 3 years, they agreed. He was quite badly, not deteriorated, but because he'd been in the freezer so long, the fur wasn't in great condition, so I couldn't traditionally taxidermy him. So he's been freeze-dried, which somewhat dictated the pose. I couldn't do it standing up, but I'm really happy with this elongated sleeping walk around the back here. Again, it's got the kind of signature cloche handle on the back and Adam Waller cabbage pink chandelier, which is now in my showroom in East Melbourne. And then come through to the last hologram room. Again, very difficult to see them, but some of these have rendered. So that's a hologram of my rocking alpaca from a previous exhibition. Again, another hologram of the same piece in a Cape Road frame, and a series of little self-lit holograms, but I don't think, you can kind of make out some of them, but nothing too well. And then this is a hologram